Let me know when that verifies.
It is. It's 3 seconds in. That means it actually is taking into account us talking. I love starting and it's like one, two
Ooh.
seconds, and I'm like, hello, everybody. And it cuts like the hello.
Yeah. Everybody.
Yeah. Pretty much how some of those VODs have
So
started.
that's true. I've noticed that, but I didn't say anything. Okay, so does anyone want to give a recap?
Oh boy, do I.
I'm no longer here, which is why this map is blank. I have no idea what this is supposed to look like, and neither do you.
Uh, yeah, we went to town, we got our money, we went to see Pugnat. I derailed the entire campaign by contacting Ronan. Somehow getting him by accident. I didn't mean to do this.
Uh huh.
Swap places with Maladin. And now
Mm-hmm.
Maladin's gone. And a guy's stealing my food.
Correct. Um.
This is
So
what
I'll
happens when
go
you spend
ahead.
2 days writing love letters.
No.
So I am going to preface this way. With the knowledge we have, with the party being split, we can choose who we want to begin with. From a DM perspective and just a narrative stance, if we begin with Lou, Ronayne, and Layla, Ronayne will speak very vaguely. And the reason for that is, as a DM, I have a bunch of notes for Chase scattered about the room, kind of. It's not an escape room, like they were all written down on that note, so I didn't forget. It's just my handwriting's ass. Um, of the situation before you. And if we get through that, then Renee will talk more about his experience where he was. But if we start with him, he's going to be vague just so it doesn't give Chase any leeway on what he has to figure out.
I say we go with Chase first then.
I'm in an escape
Alrighty.
room by myself with a corpse. Lovely.
Yeah.
Correct. Uh, absolutely. Well, I will divert your attention, Chase, to that note really quickly and kind of recap the scene so we know where you are beginning. In a very dark room made out of this brimstone esque material.
Uh-huh.
Uh, I pictured the corpse and the ichor in my 2 second drawing of the room. Uh, and scattered around the floorboard of this room, other than, the corpse and the goo and all that mess,
Mm-hmm.
are random notes that have been like scribbled into the stone. And I have a list of the engravings that you kind of see scattered. All of the what do you call that? Commas are breaks, so they are scattered all around the floor. It's not set out like this big old paragraph full of different notes, but I did it that way just so I knew what to say. So beginning, first of all, you do have night vision goggles, correct?
Yes.
Goggles. Okay, so you are able to at least see in black and white in this room. It is
Wait.
pitch black.
Question. If I have the
Yes.
helm on, are the goggles under the helm or over the helm?
Hmm.
What a
I
great
didn't
question.
think 100% about this. I actually had that thought while I was at work. I was doing paperwork and it randomly popped in my head like an email or notification. I don't know. That's up to you. I'm not gonna say you can't wear both. We'll say that the goggles themselves are almost like the weird cylindrical lens at the play places that used to exist, but corporate America hates activity.
No, in my mind it was more like like swimming underwater goggles.
That works. That's the exact same thing
Okay.
that I was going for, except aquatic. Yeah, that's kind of what they are. So they can lightly fit underneath the goggles or the helm. And now that we mention it, it would probably add a weird kind of reflection to the red eyes. Because I feel a red eye imitation apparates where your eye is, not like in front of the mask. So you have like this weird, like greenish overtone to these bright red, crimson, glowing eyes.
I like it. We're adding.
Yeah. First impressions of being in this room, seeing the corpse, and everything else.
I'm gonna kill Lou. I'm gonna kill him.
Okay.
I'm gonna kill him dead.
Fair enough. So, actually taking this scene kind of calm, as in like you don't necessarily think this is unexpected, kind of. It's almost like whenever you go through your head and you're like, okay, this is the worst possible thing that could happen, but luckily, and it happened. Okay, so that's kind of where Malin's mindset is. As your eyes kind of adjust because they still need to do that due to the lack of light that is emitting. Eventually, you see the room before you in shades of gray, black, and white, and you notice these engravings that seem to be have dug into the floor with some form of heavier weapon, though you do not see it. On the floor before you, you do see what seems to be like a shield one would use for their hand that has kind of been tossed into the corner for some reason. And kind of surrounding the area, you see these engravings. So you see, I'll just list them out and just imagine that they are scattered around the room, kind of in like a cultish circle, if you will, except instead of
Great.
cult engravings, it just seems to be a whole bunch of words. So you have door heavy, guards, 2, blinded, right, forward, up/down question mark, labs, experiments, solitude, outbreak question mark, and then you have corpse, which is directly linked to trade for the desperate and searching for himself. And then at the threshold of what you can imagine is some form of door or way out, you see a kind of divot that shows that this is a sliding wall. It says, all will be washed away.
Okay, where's the bad idea coming?
It doesn't.
Okay.
I read that now and I'm like, why would they write that? And it's very difficult to take a sharp object and divot like perfect ellipses. So we'll say it's like in a corner and scratched out.
Okay, so I feel like I'm halfway into the Resident Evil universe now. I see
Okay.
outbreak, experiments, and corpse. Yay.
And the corpse has very unique attachments, which is trade for the desperate and searching for himself. So.
Okay. This is not good. I'm retarded when it comes to escape rooms normally. On paper, with just words, you're gonna kill me. Door heavy, guards, 2. Does that mean there's 2 guards? Blinded, right, forward, up, down, question mark. And you said that there was a forward with an upside. Oh, no. Upside down question mark is not up down question mark. It's upside down. Okay. I'm looking at your note to like keep all this stuff in mind.
It is up/down question mark. So it's almost like I guess if you were to gauge it, they don't remember, or it's just like a note that has been scattered with up and down attached to it. It seems like a choice, maybe.
So these are just like engraved in the floor. They're not actual like notes.
No.
Okay, so positioning matters.
No.
Okay.
If you could, well, I would say make an insight check. Yeah, go ahead. If you don't mind.
Okay, hold on. I gotta get out of super mode. I got full screen mode enabled just so I can see all this stuff easier. And when I do the pictures, it covers everything. Okay, that's good. You said insight?
Yes.
18.
Okay. It's almost scribbled as if someone was just making sure they did not forget details.
Okay.
So not in like a madman sense, but it kind of gets the point across of like, okay, I don't have writing utensils on me. There's a lot of details that may or may not help me in the future, and I don't want to forget one. So I'm just gonna write down everything that pops in my head at this moment. I know what they mean. So all I have to do is see them again.
Okay. Hmm. So the sliding wall,
Mm-hmm.
can I interact with that?
Absolutely. What would you like to do with this weird sliding wall?
Can I figure out which way it slides and then try from there?
Absolutely. You see on the right hand side, the divot is bigger. So you probably exert force on a little lip on the right and push it to the left,
Okay.
which you can do so with a strength saving throw
Saving throw.
or athletics check, I guess, would be a
My
better
strength
fit.
has 7. Which one? Acrobatics.
Athletics.
Athletics.
Yes.
Oh yeah. Okay. That's a 6.
It does not seem to budge.
Neat. Okay. So there's not really a necessary order to this, as it was scribbled by a madman. At least that I can
Correct.
register at this moment.
Yeah, so you kind of have to take that information and do with it what you can in the moment.
Okay. Door heavy, I don't actually see myself being able to utilize anything with. Unless there's
uh,
another door here.
that seems to be the only one.
Okay. Well, door is heavy. I have tried, and it is,
Yeah,
in
and
fact, heavy.
I will let you try a few more times too, since
Uh,
it's like step one. But that seems to be like a fairly large beginner note, as there's nothing really else to do in this room unless you want to talk to a dead guy.
I was going to say investigate the dead guy. Does he have anything
Okay.
on him?
Feel free to roll investigation.
That's also a +6. That's a nat 20.
Very nice. In front of you is a corpse
Oh,
that has seemed to be inflicted with some form of disease and succumbed to it. The unique note is most diseases you know of, except for like that weird, what do you want to call them? The ghouls, which seems to be like almost more magical contamination than anything else you can think of, which seems to be pulled around them. The wounds themselves, although maybe like broken up in boils or scars upon the skin and rotting and situations like that, seem to have caused the death, but afterwards the body has seemed to kind of mummify. It is basically sitting on its knees, fully sitting up, which is also very interesting because corpses normally just like collapse to the floor. And its left and right hand are kind of stretched out to its sides. In one of the hands, you see a steel piece that seems to be like a face cover. And with a successful roll, you know that pure metals were typically given to lepers as a very uneducated guess that pure metals would make you pure and cure leprosy. Uh, it does not work. But it seems that this person at one point maybe had leprosy or some form of familiar disease and wore this mask to not scare others, but also as a ward on the process.
all right. So just the mask in hand was a leper at some point. Odd death or odd post death.
Mhm. Yeah, they also seem to be wearing heavy armor and have a robe covering the neck and almost a hood-like fashion.
Ooh, what type of heavy armor?
It seems to be
So
Yeah,
Diseased Batman's.
I'll
Honestly, I'd probably
wash
be-
it first.
It probably would be plate.
How good is plate?
Pretty decent.
Let's see.
It weighs 65 pounds. Gives you disadvantage on strength or stealth. You have to have a strength of 15 to use it, and it gives you an armor class of 18.
That's better than my current.
Mm-hmm.
Good sir, I'm going to be looting you once I find a way out of here. There is
Just
no
in case shit hits the fan. And I will tell you, it's probably going to take quite a bit of time to do so, because donning and doffing heavy armor takes, I want to say, like an hour.
Okay.
Yeah, I think like medieval knights had servants specifically help them with their armor.
Yeah. Why did it autocorrect? I'm trying to type doff, and it was like, did you mean door? Did you mean door?
Door
Speaking of
armor.
door.
Yeah, speaking of door, let me try that again, I guess.
Okay.
And that was in... I'll see it when I actually get to the page. That was an athletics check. That is a 10.
You feel like you're a little bit more wieldy for it, but it does not seem to budge.
Okay. What I'm doing is trying for a throw and then moving on to do something else and then coming back to it.
Fair enough.
Alright. So we've
Also,
invested...
D&D Beyond says it takes 10 minutes to put on and 5 minutes to doff. I would say it's a corpse, so it's probably 10 and 10.
Oh, okay. Let's see. Well, I don't want to go around carrying 2 sets of heavy armor right now. That's just... That'd hinder me from you trying to move a door. So, door heavy... So pretty much all I have here is move the door, and maybe there's a way out of here following these instructions.
Okay.
Corpse is trade for the desperate.
Mm-hmm.
Unless... Now, Maladin doesn't know what Indiana Jones is. But I'm thinking like the, put the sack of sand, take the chalice type deal. Is this I have to trade my armor for the armor? That doesn't make any sense though. You said he had something around his neck, cloth.
Yeah, just a cloth.
It's just cloth hood, not hiding anything.
Yeah, not hiding any. Well, actually, no. I would say you see some form of chain around the collar.
Can I investigate that?
Sure. If you would like to, I would say make a religion check.
Oh, great. I have +6 on that.
Okay.
11. Let me get these trash rolls out the way so I can actually move the door.
So let's see. Let me see what his symbol is. Just peeking at it, you see 2 hands that seem to be made out of the similar metallic substance that the rest of the chain is. You see 2 hands kind of thumbs together, spread out almost in like a shitty bird, or like, I don't know. And then wrapped around the very beginning where the chain meets the clasp and such, you see a red cloth, almost like a string, tying the 2 hands together. It does not ring a heck of a lot of bells, but it was a sign of perseverance, suffering, and martyrdom, but mainly the endurance through one's own shortcomings and pain.
Well, dude, you did not make it through your shortcomings and pain, it looks like. I'm pretty much looking at this corpse is equal for trade for the desperate at this stage.
Okay. Is that what Maladin is thinking about currently?
Yeah, that's pretty much what
how
he's
does
thinking
he?
about. Yeah.
Okay. So how is he attempting to utilize that information?
Pretty much just looking at what items he has on him.
Okay.
I'm imagining the searching for himself is either this is the reason why he came here, in which case we can kind of connect the necklace to that, or it's a matter of him being a previous leper.
Interesting.
I'm connecting the mask to that.
Okay.
Um, can I untie the cloth connecting the two hand or the two thumbs?
Yeah.
I'm gonna do that.
Okay.
And
Sounds good. So,
a god strikes me down.
no, as you kind of get close enough to this corpse, I'm guessing you're trying to avoid the fluid, or are you just standing in that?
Can I do some form of arcana check to see what it is?
Sure.
I don't know if it would be arcana, but
Arcana or medicine would be applicable.
well, let's see. My medicine's a +0, and I need this +6 for a nat 20 because apparently I can roll trash or godly.
Trash on the door, godly on
Everything
kind of-
else.
yeah.
Oh, what's this weird ichor?
Let's see.
Turns out it's just Icar.
Oh, you
don't
rolled
have to
another
worry.
natural 20.
Yes. Yes.
So it is magical in nature. It almost seems like some form of unique and probably not appreciated medicinal thing. It seems to be imbued with some form of magic as well, and it seems to kind of keep something bound or alive even when it shouldn't be. Which you would have kind of gotten the hints of that with the ghoul situation, since they were leaking this black ichor. It seems to be uniquely related to like this forceful undead situation.
So in which case, I can probably connect that with the all will wash away comment. Potentially.
Perhaps.
Yeah, potentially.
Potentially.
So there's no negative effects from me just standing in it.
I would say probably not.
Oh, probably not. Okay. Well,
Unless you have like a rotting toe or something, and then that thing's gonna stay on you even if it tries to go away.
okay. If I try to move the corpse away from the ichor, what would that do?
That's a good question.
That's
One of
another
those-
strength check.
Yeah, I mean, first of all, it would be a strength check if nothing happens when you attempt to do so.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to. Actually, I'm gonna untie the cloth first because that was my original idea.
Okay. As you untie the cloth, you hear a weird movement of fluid, and surprisingly enough, looking at the ichor in the floor as you kind of disrupt the corpse, you see a partial bit of it, not in like a suction all of it up or anything, but you see some of it begin to pool around the knees and shins that are buried within it. You see the cloth on this armament for his legs stoke it up, and you see some of it begin to climb up the thigh and kind of insert itself into this creature thing. It seems to be sucking up some of this fluid.
What color's the ichor?
Oh,
I
it's
can't
black.
tell because it's
Yeah,
hmm.
it's almost Vanta black, but that is copyrighted, so
Hmm.
we'll say it's bright pink instead.
Yeah, I'm gonna move the corpse away real quick.
Okay, sounds good. So go ahead and make me an athletics or acrobatics, your choice.
Athletics for a 12.
Okay. it meets it, it beats it.
Neat.
So you place your hands in a good way to kind of move it. How are you? How are you going about that? I will say.
I'm
Are you like
honestly, I'm gonna grab it by the armor and move it because I haven't taken the armor off of it yet.
okay? So you place your hands onto the. I'm trying to think of what it's called. The bit of metal that sticks out just until the armpit, so you have full mobility of your shoulder blades, and begin to kind of shove it out of this fluid. And as you do, very slowly and eerily, you see the two arms that are sticking out drop the mask, and with a unique sound that almost sounds like moving leather, um, close in forward and grab you by the elbows. You
Neat.
see the face of this creature, which is currently kind of staring at the ceiling, begin to slosh forward and stare at you. And you see, but from deep within the eye sockets, two different colored eyes peek out. One being this unique, well, you can't see color, never mind.
Yeah.
But you see them kind of almost like roll from the back of the head forward into place, and begin to stare at you. And with a very long and raspy breath, which I can't do the voice because it doesn't pick up,
Yeah.
it looks at you and it says, "What do you seek?"
A way out of here that does not involve me dying. I don't know what type of monkey's paw type deal this is about to be.
What do you have to offer?
Uh, well, let me look at my inventory real quick.
Okay.
I have 2 apples and some
I have-
jerky.
I have half-eaten rations and a rusty sword I picked up off a goblin.
I have this weird mermaid statue.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember if I kept anything. I got a holy symbol. No, that's from my like exorcism kit. Never mind. Hold on. I know I picked something up from those dwarves. Or sorry, the other short people.
Other short people? The
What?
gnomes?
No, it was dwarves actually. It wasn't it? Yeah, it was.
I was about to say, yeah, it was dwarves.
Sorry, I get them mixed up. They're all short enough.
Honeyball.
Wow.
Oh no, I did pick up a platinum pendant on a gold chain. That's right. I have 2 holy symbols. I forgot about that.
I forget what that is from.
That was picked
Was it
up from
Okay.
from the dwarves.
Okay, then that's the symbol that. Okay.
Yeah, because I was looking at my inventory and it's like holy symbol, and I'm like, oh wait, that's for my like I'm dealing with a bunch of vampires type shtick.
Mm-hmm.
I also have a wine bottle. Do you want wine?
Interesting.
I forgot I had a leftover wine.
And by the way, I should mention the athletics acrobatics was a grapple check.
Ah.
So you are unable to move currently. You can try to break it, of course, if you'd like to. But yeah, what is your response?
I have this platinum pendant on a gold chain. I think it's a holy symbol.
Okay, where is that currently?
It's actually in my backpack, I think. Yep.
Okay. With a very loose, raspy tone, it lets go of your right arm and kind of holds it out pretty close to your face. You have this undead and severely scarred, mummified hand directly in front of your face, open palm, kind of, I guess, waiting.
Okay. Can I reach into my backpack with one arm?
Yeah, I'd say so.
Okay. Well, here's the pendant.
It's one of those unique stories where it's conveniently at like the very top or something.
Oh, perfect. I mean, let's be honest. It was probably like one of the most recently added items that I'm not currently
Correct,
wearing.
yes. Yeah. So it kind of makes sense.
So
Or
yeah.
in a loose pocket or something like that.
Uh,
I'm assuming you go to produce this for him.
yes.
And kind of take it out of your bag. It takes like a couple seconds just trying to find like where the chain is and see if it's caught up on anything and stuff like that. But eventually you pull it out by the chain and kind of dangle it in front of you before dropping it into the palm of this creature's hand. And as it does, you see it sits there for a split second, and the figure's attention goes away from you to his hand, and kind of with this slow exhale once more, you see the metal on it begin to corrode and kind of continue to do so over the span of, we'll say, 10 seconds as you watch this once was a beautiful holy symbol from this dwarven figure slowly corrode into almost a bucket of rust kind of thing, and eventually turn into a rusty dust as this slow, ominous breeze blows through and it fades out of its hand.
That's amazing. I didn't even know we had access to a breeze in here.
Yeah, it was part of your,
It's a
your
nice
strength
cool
check.
breeze.
Yeah. It's not cool. It's
Oh,
like humid.
ugh.
It's like humid at best. Meatball, get away from the router, please. Come here.
Ew, like someone breathing on your neck.
Yes. Meatball, get off the. Hold
Ugh.
on.
This
I
is
might
where you-
disconnect for a split second.
Okay. This is where you threw
Get
me,
down.
Carbo.
Get out. Come here, bud.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I didn't mean
Get
to.
off the computer.
You put
I
an
don't
idiot
want
into an
you
escape
right now.
room with a ghoul.
No, an idiot put you there, not me.
You
I'm an
enabled
idiot
it.
D&D character.
You enabled it.
I did what Lou would do, which is be an idiot.
Can I show you guys something?
Sure.
I'm
Only if
online
it's not
shop-
that mean thing you said about Lou earlier. Go ahead.
Both of you know is right. I'm
No.
online shopping on Shein, and I found really. I want this shirt so badly.
But Malden, while this is occurring, and I'm going to look at the photo. That after this thing, I love that. I've seen that before, and I want one. You see this creature after this fades out of his hand, stares at some of the particles still left in its mummified palm, before its face moves back to look at you, and it says, "All materials fade."
I'm gonna give him the wine bottle. See what he does with the wine.
Okay, sounds good. So you put the wine bottle within its hand, and you see the glass actually takes quite a bit of time to dissolve. It seems like corrosion with glass specifically does not seem to go well. Typically, get down, bud. Come on, get down.
Give him plastic. Don't
Okay.
Oh no.
Give him styrofoam.
And throughout the process, you see certain almost fractals appear in the bottle as it this corruption seems to find the weakest link, and then the glass shatters into shards, the wine spilling in the floor, and kind of creating a secondary layer on top of this ichor. Get off the computer! Bud. No, get down. Get down, bud. No, sir. Can't be up there. Stupid cat. But
You
kind of in
gonna
a mindless way, he looks back at you and yet again says, "All materials fade." It's almost like a cutscene in a video game that you can't get past.
yeah.
Or that,
I
like,
still
you
see
die and
wine.
you're-
I still see wine that's not corroded, Chief.
Uh, would you like him to put his hand into it and make
Yeah,
it
I
mold?
just want to see what happens. Are you gonna evaporate the wine?
I would say, since you are asking this question, from the ichor, you see a certain part of it begin to bubble, and kind of sticking out of it, you see a slightly lighter skin tone of a hand begin to peek out of this ichor and smack itself down into this layer of wine. And then you eventually see it begin to mold and bubble and eventually just become like a mossy patch until that eventually too dries out and dies. Meatball, you dumbass. I hate you sometimes. I love you.
Not meatball.
I'm going to pick up a laser pointer and be aiming it at my wall while we're playing, by the way.
Alright.
He stops messing with things. What is
Yeah.
it, bud? Look! Oh! Oh, wow! Okay.
That's exactly how Lou wrangles Layla. Wow.
I was gonna say.
It's like, oh look, buddy, what's that over there? It's a violin.
Whenever Layla stops paying attention, Lou pulls out like a 2010 iPad and puts on
Oh
some
my
of the
God.
servers.
No.
Or Epic Mickey.
Yeah, hot take. What's this Layla watch on the 2010 iPad?
Teletubby.
Thus, you haven't missed
Those things are
anything.
freaky.
Dust is asking what he missed.
Oh,
Teletubbies.
so much. Ichor.
Yeah, I'm in an escape room, but not by choice, with apparently Shigaraki from My Hero.
Heyo.
Oh, is that the multi-hand dude?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. But after the mold and everything subsides, you see this very thin hand that appeared to corrode this wine at your request begin to almost like Terminator sink back into this fluid.
Instead, the thumbs up, it's a middle finger.
No, it's in high five format.
Well, all right, what else
but-
do I have in my backpack that I can have you get rid of?
Oh God.
Yes, the Ian's eating trash can. That is why I
Garbage
introduced this.
bin.
No other stories here, by the way, guys. It's just a trash can. But no.
No puzzle to solve.
Would you like to make an insight check?
Sure.
You should have said no.
Because at this point, it's going to be me just either trying to kill this thing or asking it directly, okay, what in my backpack do you think you can't dissolve then? That's an 18.
You know, honey can last 4,000 years.
Do you have
Oh,
any
Christ.
plastic on you?
You have any polymers? I prefer the one that can be recycled 3 more times. Just with a brief insight check, you notice that the 2 eyes within its skull are different.
In different shades of green.
Well, it's more like the pupil is different, almost like 2 different creatures, almost.
Oh.
So we'll say like almost like a draconic eye and a more normal eye shape.
Ooh.
And it has summoned a uniquely shaded hand that also does not seem to match the 2 different eyes. It seems to be summoning different parts of creatures.
I've already tried glass dust.
He did try this.
I was more involved with the wine, but apparently the glass was more durable than the wine itself.
Maybe you could give it one of your Githyanki powers, of which you have many.
Of which I have not many. What do you mean?
You know, like how elves have all these cool magical abilities innately imbued within them. You have stuff like that, right, Maladin? Lou
Yeah,
says
my
from
psychic
nowhere at all.
Yeah, I'm getting a message from Pugnat right now.
Yeah. Just the little Lou on your shoulder with a little angel wing.
Okay, so insight, it's a Frankenstein creature.
Somewhat, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
I guess after a long patience, as it's mainly just Madeline trying to process it, right? Like you're just trying to use the context clues given to you. It looks at you once more and says, "Do you have anything to offer me?"
That won't corrode?
It does not give further context.
I hate you so much.
Now you get what my dream was like.
I'm
Now
going
you
to
get why
stab
Lou.
Lou on my shoulder. I'm going to stab the real Lou when I get back. I swear.
No, it's not. He's like has his little hands like a little prayer, like a ling.
Yeah,
you
Lou,
can't
while you
do
have
that,
some,
Paladin.
while you have someone digging through your backpack, you sneeze.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, it asked a question.
So it wants a body part. Okay, the real question that needs to be asked here is, do I think I can take it?
Give it your appendix.
I'll give it. I thought you were about to say, give it your opinion.
No, that's worthless.
Thanks. That's the devil Layla on my shoulder.
I'm sorry, I was given an opportunity and I had to take it.
Now, Layla, give him time to think.
I'm trying to think. Is there any body part I can live without? I like my body
Tonsils.
parts.
Tonsils grow back. So do fingernails. I don't know if gift helps.
I never had my Gith wisdom teeth taken out.
Oh my gosh. I don't know. The recovery time on that's like 3 weeks.
One would know, yeah.
Give it
Yeah.
a toenail.
Ugh.
Sorry,
Even
Madeline,
toenails are
you
rodent.
have to spend 4 times the amount of gold to buy rations because it has to be in Slurpee format for the next 3 weeks. 4 gold instead of the 1 per day. Well, per meal, you know what I mean.
It's gonna drip down your lip because your lip was like numbed and you can't feel it, so you can't properly close your mouth to swallow the soups and such.
Okay, do you think this undead corpse would take your wisdom teeth and offer you anesthetic?
No.
Yeah, I think
Question
so. I think
is-
the anesthetic was the worst part.
The main question that has to be asked is, do I think it taking my wisdom teeth would put me down to 0 health?
Oh, I think you'd have like a good 5 remaining. I think I had 5 health.
You had of what?
Yeah.
Of what did you start with?
100.
Well, then I'm dead.
Dang, you are a high level.
Yeah.
You are a
That is
high level
lovely.
normal human.
Yeah, I know.
I'm like level 5 at best. Jesus.
I'm like level 20 everything.
Something tells me this
As always,
NPC had
Melvin,
hacks.
it did ask a question, and the answer can indeed be no.
Let me think on that for a minute. Can I
Okay.
have my arm back?
As you say that, it lets go,
Thank you.
kind of still peering directly into your soul, as they used to say. And you see it kind of get back into the position it was. The eyes roll back, and the ichor release into a puddle once more.
All right. I'm gonna go try that door again.
Okay.
Let's see. All right, 14. We're climbing finally.
Wait, you're getting close. Yeah, you're getting close.
I'm just gonna try to move it again, and then be like, and then just look back at the
Take
mummy.
my kidneys.
No.
Even kidneys corrode in time. Whoosh.
Yeah, it just starts
so
taking me
messed up.
piece by piece. How do you feel about half of a liver? It can grow back.
Oh my gosh.
Uh,
What about my 2 front teeth?
do I get $2 in return? 2 quarters, sorry.
Oh, I would also say this is a good note actually. When it speaks to you, you do notice it generates a humanoid-looking jaw. which seems to line up with the skeletal structure before you, but it does not seem to be its own, and it is also in like livable condition.
Okay.
So everything it has summoned before you seems to be a living part of something that is still in the same condition that you assume it. Uh, what do you want to say? Gathered it as.
Oh, great. So if I offer it something, it can keep my liver in pristine condition for me. Yay.
Oh
It's
no, what did it take
half.
from Renee?
Uh-oh.
He didn't get a chance to stay long enough to do anything with it.
I don't know.
Oh, maybe you can send him back here and try to get it back if you want to. I'll happily trade.
Give me one more strength check, and then if you want, we can switch switch sides.
Okay. 20, dirty 20.
Thank goodness.
Yeah, I know.
Kind of looking at the desperate situation you find yourself, and having this side thought of, do I really want to?
Do I really want to
test
give up my
this
liver?
thing's-
I like
yeah,
my
do I wanna
liver. I
test this
like
thing's
drinking.
capability? You look at the door and you're like, one more try. You kind of put your feet onto the sidewall and begin to full force pry it. And you see, as soon as you move it, I would say 2 or 3 inches, it almost begins to roll on its own and open. And from the other side, in a comical thing, because we've been playing Neo too, you almost hear what sounds like a couple individuals going, huh? And you hear what sounds like metal clank against the ground, and then you see from both sides 2 spears that seem to get into position. You see the blades appear from both sides of the door.
Okay.
But there seems to be, since this is like a 15 by 15-foot room, a gap in between the two that you could maybe run through. But it's entirely up to you. But the door is now open, and you have a new situation on your hands.
Nice. Also, Dust offered a great solution that I did not look at because I
What was
had
that?
something else. Does Maladin still have a soul to give?
Oh,
That's a good point.
you're gonna make Luke fry.
That would be a very unique situation.
Well, now I have a fight on my hands. Are we going to stay here or are we going to flip back now that this has been...
I would say since you have made progress, we will continue with you.
Okay.
You have the 2 guards that seem to be prepping for this door's full opening. You have enough of a gap that you can get through, and like I said, you have a gap in between the 2. They are spears, which are typically pole arms, so they do have reach. So that is something to consider.
So they just see the door moving. They don't see me, right?
Correct, yes. They seem to be prepping for something to come out or make noise or something like that.
Okay.
But they seem to be almost ill-prepared for this situation to occur, so they are getting ready.
Can I do anything with them getting ready?
Yeah. I am setting it before you. You can do what you would like.
Well, I wanted to switch to my crossbow and actually just shoot them. But if you're giving me the opportunity to jump them, I don't know if that gives ground for an opportunity attack.
In a typical circumstance, since they both have spears with a reach of 5, you have a gap in between them. So, like I said, 15, right? So 3 spaces in between the 2 guards.
Mm-hmm.
They seem to be peeking the spearheads into the closest one to each of them. And in the middle, that 5 feet of movement in the center would be your gap to go through. It's just with standard D&D rules, there is the possibility of taking a opportunity attack.
Yeah. Oh, my thought was never to move past them. My process was, I'm going to kill... Are they stone statues?
No, they are not.
Are they... What are they?
They seem to be human beings, or humanoids. that have been put on guard of this room specifically. And you see right straight ahead of you is a long hallway leading further into the unknown.
Oh, 100%. Then I'm gonna kill them before I do anything else. I don't want them chasing after me or getting hit with an opportunity attack.
Okay, sounds good. So go ahead and roll. Well, not yet. Hold on, I gotta set it up. Should have known my players and what they would do with the circumstances put in front of them.
Are we supposed to see a battle map? Not right now. I think we're about to.
We currently don't have a battle map.
Yeah, I
In terms
see.
of battle map, we have no battle.
Yeah, I see white for some reason. I don't know why.
Yeah.
I reloaded the game too, so I don't know why this would have happened. We can draw, is what we can do.
Yeah, if you wanted to.
What does this do?
How does this look?
Ah,
Yeah, it's not looking right. So what I want to do is.
how do I get rid of this? Erase? Oh, no, cool. Layout. Oh, hidden.
I don't really
Okay.
have this works. Dang.
Why is that's way too much?
What happened?
No, I'm just trying to get some squares going.
Oh, I got you.
Can I please get rid of that? Thank you. Is there a way to shrink the lines that you use?
There should be. Where are you drawing, by the way? I don't see it on my end.
Oh, I got rid of it because it was way too large. It's like right
Oh.
here.
Oh, Jesus. Hold on.
Yeah, how do I shrink that? Looks like Zach might have
Oh,
used
what
the
the
local map file
hell?
instead of uploading it to Steam Cloud. I mean,
I don't upload anything to Steam Cloud.
that, but also I'm pretty sure Sarah can also see it.
Yes.
Sarah, can you see the map?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's just literally me for some random reason.
This makes a big old box.
Oh, you're getting the same thing too?
You know what? This is going to sound very, very stupid, but this is just what we're going to do because it makes sense. I'm bringing up a checkerboard.
That works. Also, yeah, I'm looking around. Some of my textures haven't loaded.
That
Aside
is
from the table.
interesting.
So that's probably it.
Probably. And if I look at these.
Yeah, there I am.
Yeah, since I uploaded a larger picture or an older save, I have the objects from back in the day.
Oh, yeah. I want to say these aren't our new ones. I like this one. I prefer this one. Even has my helm.
Let's see.
Yeah.
Then before you, oh Christ, it doesn't line up. Just yeah, before you is a hallway.
Yeah, okay.
So is that locked in place? It is. Why? Oh, I drew it on. Okay, yeah, you get the
Yeah, it works.
low budget. That works. You get the gist. And then like right there is where it breaks off into like a left or right choice. Meatball, get down. Buddy, you can't be up here. Oh, you're hungry, aren't you? Okay. I will give you a moment to
Prepare.
yes, prepare while I feed my cat.
Okay.
Meatball.
Come on, buddy.
Papa, I'm so hungry. You haven't fed me all day, Papa.
I wonder if I have enough time to swap to a crossbow.
You could say that you always had the crossbow.
I mean, I have the crossbow. It's just a matter of not wasting the free Swap.
Nope.
No. So, no, I can't. Okay. So I can either make a deal with a mummy or try to find my way out of this maze. That's
Yeah.
great.
I don't know if I trust that mummy, I'll be honest.
I mean, I prefer to keep my liver. I like drinking.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
Goodness.
Hello.
Hello. We are going to do found a monster that fits what I need.
I'm finding a monster?
They're all monsters. I hate
You said they were human.
humanoid.
Well, you see, they've committed a lot of really foul crimes, so you can really say that the man's become the monster.
Well, with Frankenstein's monster in the other room. Yeah, you're right.
I can't stand all of you.
We love you, Zach.
Yeah, you.
I won't go that far.
Some
Zach,
of us like you, Zach.
yeah, some of us tolerate you, Zach. Zach, if you were drowning and being pulled down into the depths by a shark, I would make Chase give you mouth to mouth.
Okay, thanks.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead
Totally
and roll
promise you.
initiative.
Okay.
Thanks.
That's a
If I
nat
was the
20.
only
That's
person
3
that-
nat 20s this session.
Hey, nice. It did not update, so I'll just plug it in for you.
Maladin's talking about the good rolls. When we fight the dragon, we're
Okay.
gonna get burned.
So, Maladin, it is your turn.
Well, maybe if someone hadn't
I'll be back
sent
in
me
3.
to... I don't know where I
I
am.
didn't mean to. Oh, you're probably in Gelvindary.
I'm in Mordor, I think. Okay, so...
Yeah.
It's just hell with form now.
Okay, great. So what'd you say for me to do? Hold on.
It is your turn.
Okay. So there is a gap here. They know someone is coming out.
Yeah, big ass door making big ass rolling door noise.
Okay. I'm going to just go ahead and run up to one. Oh, I like that's nice. It actually registers our pieces being on there. That's
Yeah.
lovely.
Going over to Lefty.
Oh. Hello, Lefty. I'm
Name
about to
him
turn you into a
A.
righty.
And name you B. Okay. What is it, meatball? I gave you food. Please stop it. Okay. So you move up to A.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm. And what do you do?
And I'm going to attack with my greatsword.
Okay. So while you do so, I'm gonna say, approaching the figure on the left, you see a bugbear, which is basically a gorilla goblin that has grown to humanoid size. I don't know how else. What the fuck did you just knock over? But yes, so you see a large creature nonetheless, and looking at it, you see that its eye sockets are empty. It has both of its eyelids open, and there is nothing within that gap.
Huh. So it's not going to see this hit coming.
Maybe not. You are correct. So if you want, you can roll with advantage.
I'm going to say, because I'm not... Oh, cool, advantage. I'm going to say I can't sneak by these guys. I got heavy armor
Well, actually,
on.
I am so sorry. No, you do not get advantage. I forgot about it. I gave it, and then I yoinked it away.
I was so excited for a second.
You get advantage. Really? No.
Use your inspiration you worked so hard for.
Yeah. That thing I don't
Everyone
have.
uses their inspiration and doesn't hold on to it like a dying
I don't
rat.
have any.
I don't have rolls.
Cry about it.
I don't...
You want to have roles get involved in combat. I don't like excuses.
Get Fireball. I wish I had it.
I have Firebolt, which is like the crappy version.
All right.
All right. Did you roll? 'Cause
No,
it's not
not
updating
yet.
on my end. Okay.
That is a
Just
19 to hit.
Okay, a 19 hits.
That is 12 damage.
Okay. It takes
Okay.
12 damage as you kind of slash it in the stomach. You see, while not having eyes, it seems to attempt to react to your blow, but of course fails because you slash it right in the chest.
I'm going to then action surge.
Okay.
Right back.
Wait, did you have 2 attacks and then you can action
Oh,
surge?
you're right. That was an 8 to
But
slash, anyways. Yeah.
okay,
That was a
8
nat
does
1.
not hit. Nice. So you may action surge if you'd like.
Mm-hmm. And now I'm going to swing again for a 17.
17 hits.
Cool. For 9.
All right, it takes 9 damage.
And we're going to swing again
Alrighty.
for a 13.
13 misses.
Okay. Defense must be 14. All right. Well, that was my turn.
Alrighty. So you see the bugbear you are facing kind of gives out a call out in does it know goblin? It does know goblin. Do you know goblin?
I do not know Goblin.
Okay, you goblin this mumbling that you hear. That's not as funny as if I made it a D's nuts joke. But you see it shouts something in goblin, and the one across from it makes like a grunt of acknowledgement. It then swings at you.
Okay.
I'll do that one. Does a 22 hit.
That hits even if I were to shield.
So you take 8 points of damage.
Okay.
And then you see the goblin across the way kind of blindly charge forward towards the sound of the voice. And as soon as it gets right beside you, it seems to acknowledge that you are right there.
Okay.
Does an 18 hit.
Not if I shield, but I'm going to take it.
Okay. And you take 9 points of damage.
Okay.
But then it is your turn.
Okay. So I'm going to swing at the one I've been fighting again.
Okay. Cool.
With a 15.
15 does not hit.
Doesn't hit?
No.
Okay.
You rolled high on your first 2, right?
Yeah. 24
Okay, 24 does hit.
for 9.
All right, he's looking pretty weak.
Man. All right. So I'm going to move slightly over here.
Okay. Sounds good. As you do, you see the one that you've been fighting, even though weakened, kind of give like a shit-eating grin as you watch his head follow you as you move over.
Great.
But yeah, do you do anything with your bonus action, free action, anything?
My bonus action.
Mm-hmm. Do you have any bonus actions you can do?
I have my second wind, which Yeah, I'd get full use out of that. Sure.
Okay.
Once per short rest. Bonus action. Oh, yeah, I also forgot. I have Misty Step. Forgot about that. I keep forgetting about that.
You do have Misty Step.
That would be useful.
I mean, it's still your bonus action.
True. But I do want to kill this thing.
Okay.
Misty Step, or not Misty Step, second wind, so I roll a d10. And I get 8 back.
Nice.
I healed for one of their hits.
Good stuff. Speaking of hits, if you have nothing else to do,
Uh-huh.
does a 8 hit?
No.
All right, moving on to the number 2. That's a natural 20, 24.
I'm gonna take it, and I'm gonna take a lot. You said,
Listen,
wait,
man,
did you
I've
say
been,
22 damage?
24 to hit.
Okay.
You do take 15 damage.
Okay. Well, one missed, and the other made up for it.
Yeah, it's this one getting into battle. Takes a spear, and knowing about proficiencies with weapons and everything, you're used to them striking forward with it or using it more as a precise piercing motion.
You whacks me on the head with
This
it?
this bugbear just slashes forward
Oh, neat.
and like cleaves the whole area in front of him, and it happens to strike you for a lot of damage as you were not expecting that to occur.
Neat.
But with that, he is going to move up here.
Good for him.
Is your turn.
Okay. Well then. What creature am I looking at?
A bugbear.
A bugbear.
Yes. Let me send a photo for you.
Oh no, just based off that description, I was trying to figure out what their wisdom potentially was.
Okay.
Let's see. I'm going to use Toll of the Dead on A. And it's a 14 wisdom saving throw.
Okay, sounds good. Sorry, I was doing something. Shoot.
You're good.
That's what they look like. But just like draw an X over the eyes or something like that. Because that is your circumstance.
Ah.
So
Yucky.
a wisdom save. That's an 18.
Well, that's a shame. Looks like I'm misty stepping away.
Okay, you have 30 feet of movement. Where do you want to appear?
Hmm.
I will say you can't see these 4 spaces up ahead, but you can still get pretty damn far away.
Let me think back to what was engraved on the ground.
Okay. Also known as Chase is currently going back to the picture.
Mm-hmm. So that looks like going right. So we're going to go up here. Do I see anything down the halls?
To your left, you see a well-lit corridor leading to what seems to be 3 branches, left, right, and forward. To your right, you see that the stone goes upwards and kind of leads more into a structurally I'm trying to think of words I'm articulating. A designed structural path. So it seems left leads more into this smooth stone that has not been chiseled or anything, and right hand side leads to what has been touched by civilization up above.
Ah. Okay. Also, what's up, Plasma? Yeah, finally caught me outside Dead by Daylight because I hate that game. Anyway,
Screw that game.
I'm actually
Never
not
playing
gonna.
again.
I'm not gonna do any movement. I'm just gonna stand where I am because I don't trust my stealth.
Okay. Sounds good.
What happened to the
It
Discord? Just got rid of
is-
it. No one was stalking in it. I wasn't using it. I was also cleaning out a bunch of servers, so.
Yeah, I'm open to having people join mine, maybe, but that's a discussion. More of a vetted process, honestly. Because I mean, we don't really talk about it either. Some of us do, but anyway. Right. So you see the bugbear on the left that you've been taking damage. First of all, the grimace on its face has turned into like a little bit of shock as it was not expecting you to just
Vanish.
yeah, vanish.
Ninja vanish.
You see it begin to try to sniff the air, which does not seem to get anywhere. So it kind of puts its hand on the left-hand wall and begins to walk 5, 10, 15. Yeah, 15, because it's investigating as it goes. Bugbear number 2, thinking his brethren maybe has a good idea, begins to sniff the air. He sniffs up a botfly or something, I don't know. And he
Does Misty Step use a spell slot?
typically it does. I believe you have the Shadow Touched feat, which gives you 1 for use per long rest.
Oh, okay. Oh yeah,
If
you're
you
right.
were
yeah.
to cast it again, you can use a 2nd level spell and up.
It actually.
But
I
you
don't
get
think
1 free use per day.
I don't think I have one of those.
Fair. Good point. So to you, no. But he seems to sit there and begin to talk in Goblin again, and you kind of hear them arguing back and forth in a shouting manner as confusion ensues between the two of them. Up next is your turn.
Cool. I'm going to go ahead and do another Toll of the Dead on A.
Alrighty. He rolled a natural 1.
Let's go! 2d12s.
Gonna be incredibly shocked if he's not dead.
That's a 12.
He's dead. So you may flick this one. Hold
I
on.
don't have flick option.
That one. You don't? Damn.
Wheat. It's
We need
alright.
to give you that
I have yeet.
Meatball, no. Get down. You cannot touch the magical hexagons on my wall.
Are those the lights
You
that got
can, ma-
No, they are noise suppression that I have on the wall between me and Mrs. Huber.
why'd you make the wall so magical if you didn't want to pounce on
That's what
it?
he thinks.
You see, I get. I'm with Meatball.
Yeah. But as you kind of assume from your end that a bell tolls, you watch his eardrums burst and him die.
Nice.
To flop to the floor, dropping his spear. And you see that the other one, noticing that the conversation is one-sided now, kind of look more and more confused and a little frantic, but you know.
That's going to be my move.
All right, sounds good. Would you mind rolling for me a d4? Ouch, bastard.
D4?
Yes.
2.
So you see here. Roll me another one, please.
Okay. 3.
So you watch him kind of standing in the middle of this hallway, kind of perplexed. You see him move down 1 space,
Mm-hmm.
And then this way 1. And he kind of bonks into the wall and then puts a hand out. And he does... he moves next to you and kind of regains a little bit of his muster as he tries to attack.
Okay.
Muster up some confidence, but that's a 9, so he misses. People, get back.
Let's
No.
go.
You cannot be back here, Bubs. He's like, but why did you put a gap between your monitors if you didn't want me going behind it? But yes, it is back to you.
I'm going to attack
Okay,
for 25,
that hits.
for 13,
Okay, he takes 13 damage.
attacking again for a nat 1.
All right.
I have gotten
Dang.
3 nat 20s this session and 2 nat 1s. I am tired of this.
Right. But you did do 13 damage, and he's looking fairly hurt.
Okay.
Okay, but then it is his turn. He rolls. I swear to God. Another natural 20. for
Okay.
24.
Yep.
And you take 16 points of damage.
Okay.
And then he kind of smiles sharply as it seems that this one is literally just violently flailing the spear, and it's kind of throwing you off on how to dodge it. It's almost like have you ever heard like street rules where people like go in expecting a professional fight and then they like throw sand in their eye or kick them in the balls?
Yeah.
That's basically what's happening to you.
Great.
As you're expecting a clean fight and this thing is not giving you one.
I'm going to die.
It is your turn.
So unless I get 2 hits in here, I'm essentially going to die because this man has nothing but phenomenal rolls. So we're gonna go roll for a 19 to hit.
That hits. Or are you rolling for you won a 19? Is that what you're saying? No, you did.
Yeah, I got it.
Okay.
That'd be an odd number just to be like, I won a 19 of all numbers.
True, but you know, I didn't know if it was like a superstitious thing. He does take a lot of damage, and he seems to be like kind of on the same page as you.
Cool. What was it that we had before in our previous sessions of taking them down but not killing them?
Non-lethal?
Yeah, you
Non-lethal.
can claim non-lethal damage.
Okay. Well, we're gonna hope to God I roll something that can hit and hope he doesn't.
Is it non-lethal?
It's about to be.
Okay.
That is an 18.
That hit.
Thank-
And I will go ahead and tell you he has 1 hit point.
Oh, perfect, because that was a 12.
but- Nice. So with your greatsword, you actually invert it, holding it with your new gauntlets, and bonk him over the head with the hilt, and it knocks him unconscious.
Perfect. Okay. I have 4
You
health
are
left.
Out of initiative for the time being.
Oh my gosh, you're gonna do what I think you're gonna do.
Well, first I'm gonna look at his armor. I wonder what armor he has.
They are wearing. I think it's light. I'm not 100%. Let's see. They are wearing hide armor, and you see they have a shield.
Oh, okay.
But they weapon.
For anyone wondering, there's swinging the spear one-handed, which you can do, but there's a damage deficiency. However, bugbears are brutes, where when they do a melee swing, they deal 1 extra damage die.
Okay. Well,
This will be on the quiz.
that we haven't been having.
Because no one needs it.
I need it.
I've been needing it for a while.
I don't have
Tell me what-
inspiration.
Okay, tell me one unique fact about anything you fought so far.
Spiders have feelings.
Bugbears get a +1.
The banshee
Neither
nearly
of
killed
those
us and
count.
dipped into where its home was.
Spiders can paralyze people.
So can zombies, but not Lou.
Yeah, Lou cannot be paralyzed for some reason.
Okay, Lou, you get 1 inspiration die
Yay.
as you actively take away more opportunities for Melon to also get an inspiration
Oh wait,
die.
shoot, no.
Yeah, the
Right.
one now
Relative
limping on his
inspiration.
sword.
Yeah. Congrats. There you go. There's your question.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. You don't gotta apologize to me. You're just screwing Melody more over.
Oh,
It wasn't-
again,
I mean, it
yeah.
wasn't really a question. It was more of a demand. Like,
It was a statement, yes. But you know what? Oh, then your window is over. What do you do next?
I'm going to, first of all, kick all of its crap out the way.
Okay.
Um,
this. I'm trying to think.
Actually, I'm going to take its.
Wings
What did it have? It had a.
Had a spear and a shield.
I'm going to take the spear.
Okay.
I'm going to kick the spear away. Or not the spear away, the shield away.
Shield. Okay.
And I'm going to tie him up in rope if I have any.
Do you have any?
I have hemp rope.
Awesome.
50 feet of it.
How much? Yep. How much of it do you use? Or are you literally just like using all of it to make sure this guy is just royally screwed.
I'm curious how you go into your inventory and change. Do I go? Are there different measurement? No, it's just 50 feet. Okay.
Nope, it's only 50. But what people typically do is if the quantity is 50, they cut it, or they just make a mental note, set it to 50, and then quantify it that way. Or if you make a special note on it, you can deduct from it. You just have to remember that you've deducted from it next time.
How much rope is needed to tie this guy up?
I would say at least 10. And that's like roping it around him twice and then kind of having enough to tie it behind his back. Theoretically, you could do it in 5, but that would be like a nice little bow in the back. And it's only one line around him.
I wonder how I can.
Wonder how you what?
Is there a way to add this and customize it with a note? Because it's an actual item. I don't think it's letting me add a note.
You should be able to. If you click on the item in your inventory, it pops up a little screen on the right-hand side.
And it says customize. And I try putting a note.
Yes.
Oh, wait, no, I put name. Idiot.
I mean, you can name it whatever the hell you want to.
Oh, that's cool. It grays out? What?
Is to show that you've messed with it, or?
Oh, that's weird. Okay, yeah, notes in.
Okay.
There's no apply note, it just does it, and then you can remove the customization. Okay. Note is in, minus 10 feet.
Alright, nice.
And I have a new weapon. Let's go.
Okay, sounds good. So this guy is stable and tied up. You see some blood coming from his nose, but of course it's not enough to kill him. But you did royally beat the crap out of him. But yeah, he is sufficiently tied up, and I'll say he's in that red space north of you, just up against the wall.
Okay.
And you do have a new weapon, correct?
Yay! I'm going to drink a potion.
Okay.
Because I have those now. Where's my potion? Oh, potion of healing. Looked over it. Cool. 2d4 plus 2.
Mm-hmm. Or if you drink the entire thing and take a full action, which in this case you can, you get all of that, which would be 10 hit points.
Oh, cool. 10. Heal me, game. Alright, I'm gonna slap him awake.
Okay. You do so, and he kind of in a startled manner wakes up, almost like hearing your alarm clock, what seems like 2 hours early, just kind of like as he arises and kind of rides the bit, finding himself bound and contained by you.
I'm now going to start speaking every language I know, which is common. Does he speak common?
If he does not respond. Well,
Okay.
what are you saying to him?
Either. Okay. Do you speak common? If you don't reply at all, I'm going to stab you, which doesn't matter if you don't reply.
Make an intimidation check.
-1. Oh, cool. 0. So 3 nat 20s, 3 nat 1s.
Ow.
Yeah, D&D Beyond is on some stuff today because he crit you twice.
I know. I was hoping he wouldn't be able to get the second one.
Bard do it.
I will say you do not get a response from them.
Fine. Okay. Undercommon this time.
Alrighty. You get no response from him.
Okay. It's probably not going to know deep speech or abyssal, but I'm going to try anyways.
Neither one.
Well, you just weren't helpful, were you?
He does not seem to be helpful.
I have an idea. I'm going to drag him into the room with the mummy.
Okay. We'll do a little time skip as I don't
Oh
want
my
to narrate you
gosh.
dragging him 50 feet throughout whatever. But yeah, you get him in the room with the mummy.
Come here, bud. You are about to be my offer.
That's exactly what I was hoping you'd do.
Oh my god.
I'm going to look at the mummy. Hey, wake up.
Okay, as you approach, he absorbs a good bit of the fluid. As you see motion slowly coalesce in his joints as he reanimates.
Okay, quick question. You said I saw a little bit of the ichor get absorbed into him. Does he
Uh-huh.
lose the, like, is there less of it now on the ground than there was earlier?
Yes, yeah.
So every time he comes awake, there's less chances to have my wish granted?
No, every time he awakes, he sucks it up, and it seems like every time he unanimates, he pours it back out.
Oh, cool. So he's just peeing ichor out when he goes unconscious. Neat.
Yeah, I mean, if you pee from every orifice you physically have, then absolutely.
Okay. Well,
Thanks, Zach, for that visual.
you don't
You're
know.
welcome.
Gith.
Yes, I do, because you're anatomically a human who has been corrupted. So you have a pee-pee hole and you have a poo-poo hole.
Thanks, Zach.
You're welcome.
Draw
Anyone who
that.
wanted an anatomy and yes.
Okay. I have.
I want you to draw Malden with like a prick on his finger and just yellow fluid pouring out as if it was a violent wound. Anyway.
There's some movie or show I'm thinking about where that happens. It might be Looney Tunes where someone like absorbs a bunch of
Maybe
water and just pushes out their fingers somehow. I
Oh,
think
it might be the Roger Rabbit movie.
that might be it. That might be. I need to go back and watch that. That was a great movie.
It was actually pretty solid. But anyway, D&D.
Yeah, D&D. I have an offering for you, and it will decay, but you do with it what you please.
Okay. He kind of sucks in some more ichor. The eyes roll forward to kind of examine whatever you have to offer him. And then he peeks at the bugbear. If you wouldn't mind making for me an insight check with advantage.
This thing better not start talking in its language and asking it what it wants. That's a 3. Good lord.
That's a 3? With advantage?
Oh, with advantage now. Okay.
Yeah, with advantage.
Oh, nat 20. So that's 4 nat 20s and 3 nat 1s.
Oh my god.
As the creature summons the two eyes, you notice that one of the eyes does not come in. And you notice that when it first pulls up, it almost like in a queue, right? It queues to get a left and a right eye. You see the left one come in and the right one not. You look at the bugbear, who has an eye appear in its socket for a split second before you watch it roll back into its skull and the creature before you summon a secondary eye. And the bugbear looks absolutely mortified at what might be happening here. The creature before you looks at you and repeats its question, which is, what is it that you seek?
A way back to Phandalin. Without dying. And without loss of organs or limbs.
Interesting. Okay. Might I say well played, because I didn't even fucking think of this. Okay. So you see it reach out with two hands and full blown pick up the bugbear with little to no effort. And place it on the right hand side. It's tied up. It's trying to freak out, but at the same time, it can't really do anything. And this mummy creature puts one of its decayed hands with a finger up, straight up to the bugbear's nose, and let out a shh. And as it does, you see some of the ichor around its feet whirl around the body, up to the arm, around the arm, and into this bugbear, which seems to almost dissolve in front of you like the glass bottle, the wine, the amulet, and everything else, until there is nothing left but a larger pool of ichor at its feet. He looks to you and says, "That will suffice." And looking at your feet, you see this puddle of ichor extend forward towards you, encapsulating your feet. And he pauses for a minute, and then, in a very, very silent tone, almost speaking to himself, he says, "Phandalin." And you slowly feel as if you are sinking in quicksand, as you slowly sink into this black puddle.
Oh, this is disgusting. Oh, it's cold.
Yes,
It's
it is very gross.
cold.
It's almost like if you had like a child's pool full of slime you made with like Abraxo and all the other
Gross.
chemical makeup.
Oh,
Yes, it's very viscous.
it's like Jello. I don't even know what Jello is,
yeah.
but it feels like Jello.
Yeah,
No, definitely calling this.
it sucks into the cloth of your armor, and you almost hear like that weird suction noise as it seems to stick to your skin temporarily and then pull back away. Almost like little tiny nibbles. But that is where we will leave Maladin as his face slowly becomes ooze as he is fully enveloped.
I like the idea that like the timeline here is going to be while Maladin was doing all of this, Lou was
Correct.
literally spending the entire time conversing with whoever, and all of a sudden you're gonna see Maladin pop back up randomly, and then Lou's gonna be like, "What's up?" and I'm gonna punch you in the face.
Lou's gonna cry before you punch him. I think he's gonna straighten up actually after you punch him.
Okay, but we will switch sides.
Yeah.
We have Lou and Layla questioning glances amongst each other as you wait for whatever unique verbiage that
What's he up against?
well, he's right now he's in a box.
A box.
And yes, and with good measure, hopefully, trusting that you chose a reasonable person, with my request of strong, he will get out of the box and, I don't know, run away? He's not in immediate danger. I'm assuming he's
Quick question:
competent.
Quick question: what's been
Pretty
discussed in the
about as
past?
competent as I am.
What did you ask?
What's been discussed in the last 3 minutes? I forgot my audio mixer
Lou's
for
fighting
OBS.
with Renee.
Okay. Yeah, I forgot
They're bickering.
OBS is like the audio mixer right now. It takes everything, like including my mic and your guys' audio. I'm muted just so I could go and get like a snack and use the bathroom.
Oh,
I've like literally wound up muting everything. My bad.
Okay.
It's all good. Basically, disheveled man eats rations in quite a few seconds, empties a water skin, cleans
Wipes
himself
his
up, and
face with-
discards
yeah.
it.
Okay.
And
Sleeve.
immediately goes the path of where are we and how did you get here?
Hey, Layla, put the water skin
Yeah,
back.
yeah.
And then Layla put the water skin back.
After it had already been downed.
Yeah. Depending on strength, he's opening a door, he's running down a hallway, and then taking, I think it was a right turn. And then, I don't know, getting out of there, getting me in a better position. At least when I bring him back, it would have been useful.
You can get him back here, right?
Yes, I can. I
Alright,
can
good.
certainly bring him back.
Good, good. Why couldn't you get yourself out of there then? Why were you
Uh,
stuck in a box?
okay. First of all, box, yes. Very, very heavy door. Um, I was kind of not in the best position to open it. As he scratches his nose. Um, I had been there for quite a bit of time, trying to figure out where you might be in a room with a corpse that isn't good with conversation. It just asks you what you want 14 bajillion times.
Yeah, I kind of noticed that when you sent it into my dreams and gave me a heart attack.
Oh, so he did do something. Fantastic. Because after a very long time, all he said was Fandolin.
Yeah, Fandolin. You went in the opposite direction.
No, I didn't even
I
know there was a Fandolin.
well, you got me there. I didn't really know there was one until I got here. We're near like the Sword Coast. We're near that.
What is the Sword Coast?
We're on a different continent, Ronan.
Okay.
Wait, which out of character? What continent are we on right now?
You guys are on the Sword Coast. I don't
Okay,
really
okay,
know
okay.
the
That is
exact
the
location.
continent.
It's like Neverwinter.
Okay, never. Okay. Yeah, 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 yeah. Like Neverwinter. You know. Or you
Oh,
don't.
yes, of course I know. Yes. The other continent that exists with a Sword Coast across the sea from home.
That's
Did
correct.
I get all that? Okay, great,
Mhm.
great. Lovely. And then he kind of turns and he said, "Real quick, who are you?"
Is he talking to me or Pugnat?
Oh, he's talking to you.
Oh, I'm Layla, and I'm guessing that you're Lou's boyfriend?
No, Layla, stop it.
I am his brother in arms,
My what?
as your brother in arms.
Wow. Didn't know I had one of those.
He kind of gives you almost like, comically when like a character's eye twitches.
Wait, which eye twitch is it? Is it the scary one?
Oh, it's the scary one, yes.
Awesome.
What is your? Well, never mind. It's not a damage roll. He kind of punches you on the shoulder a little bit too hard, with his right hand and says, "Yes, brother in arms, fighting
I
policies
no.
and politics until we randomly, I don't know, disappear, going to God knows where." Looking to
Fandolin.
end it all and leave everything behind, apparently, and then end
I
up on a different fucking continent.
Sword
And
Coast.
Now hold on a minute, Renee. There's a very good explanation for this.
okay, do tell, please.
Um, how do I put this? I don't remember you very well, or anything. You know, when did we meet? Because I don't have a clue.
Could you roll like a persuasion check?
Yeah, he doesn't believe me.
No. Can I actively dishelp?
No, no. That's a
Uh,
next one.
you have got to be the smuggest, most arrogant asshole that I could have come across paths with.
No, really, Rhoda, listen.
Mm-hmm.
Layla, help.
Yes.
Layla, help me. I don't know. I don't even know how I got on this continent. I just woke up with bracers. Look at these new. You've never seen these, right? Well,
No.
wait. Have you ever seen these?
No, I haven't seen half the shit you're wearing.
Well, yeah, it's new, but right.
Oh,
So
congrats!
no,
Oh, we went on a shopping spree.
it's a little more. Listen, I've got. He's gonna like frantically now pull out the letter from V
Uh-huh.
and just shove it in his face. This is. I woke up with this. Like I don't know what this is.
Right. Yes, of course. May I? And he kind of puts his hands out to hold the letter.
Yeah.
He picks it up and immediately uh, turns it from portrait to landscape, delicately rips it down the middle,
Oh my god.
and begins to kind of fritz his hand together, making a lump of crushed and
Yeah, I'm
tear
gonna
torn
try to like
paper.
grab his wrist and stop him from doing that.
Okay, sounds good. Make
That is,
athletics or acrobatics.
yeah, that is the only acrobatics, only proof I have of anything from before I woke up in this fucking continent. You stop that. That's a 14.
Okay, so he rips it once down the middle, puts them together, and begins to rip them another way. You reach out, you grip his right hand and begin to pull it, but nothing seems to happen. So you grab the left hand wrist, which is currently wrapped up, and as you do, he winces in pain and kind of drops everything and goes, "Okay, okay."
What's wrong? Layla, can you help him? He's hurt.
No, it's fine, really, really. Just keep your blank piece of paper and
What, blank?
blank.
Blank? I'm gonna
He
look
kind of
at it.
he stares at Layla. Blank.
I'm gonna hold my hand out for a high five.
No.
That's kind of,
Um,
come on, we just met.
looking at it and kind of putting the pieces back together. It's the note from a V.
It's what? It's not blank. What do you mean?
Let me see.
And I'm gonna show it to her. See, Layla, we've
Um,
been over this, Layla. I've shown this to you before.
Yep, written in ink.
Yeah. Is your boyfriend blind?
He's not my boyfriend, and I don't think he's blind. Well, Ronan, are you
Ronan, are you
blind?
blind?
No.
Is that one okay? It's gonna sound rude, and I know you're really mad at me. Is the one is the that eye, is that one blind? Can you see out of both of your eyes?
Oh,
He's
God.
gonna get killed.
You were
Mr. Ronan.
while defending your back, a dagger slashes across my fucking face.
Oh, so that hasn't always been good to know. Listen, I know you don't believe me. I don't. How can I make you believe me? Vernon, the only thing I remember about you is that you had my back one time after, uh, what was his name? As I frantically look through my notes. Donovan. And I don't even know who that guy is. But
Not anymore. He
I,
stormed off after all that happened.
he, oh, that's not, to be fair, that was my fault. But that's all I even remember from whoever I was working with. I don't even know what I was doing. I'm gonna look up at him
Have you?
pleading.
Okay, he looks at the gesture on your face, and in a very very monotone but uh understandable kind of tone for the circumstance in front of him. He looks at you with a straight face and he says, "So you don't remember anything?"
Not, I think the last I can remember is when my mother sent me off, and then it's just nothing. I don't even know who she sent me off to.
You don't remember Scartha?
Who?
Gartha, and it's almost like a comical thing that keeps happening. Every time he has to reiterate something, he's looking directly at Layla like he's crazy.
Can we pause for just a minute so I can take care of dog?
Yeah.
BRB.
Oh gosh. Lou makes everyone mad in less than 2 hours. Oh.
You're still getting punched.
I know. He just got punched.
You're getting another one.
He's gonna. Oh gosh, now there are 2 people that really want to punch him in the party, and Layla, who doesn't. Layla, who messes with him, and 2 guys that can't stand him.
I could stand you fine before you sent me off to a tomb.
Yeah, that's my bad.
Do 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 do. So Zach, you weren't expecting me to use the card.
No, genuinely was not expecting that to be the way you
You
got
see,
it.
that was my first thought when he knocked it on.
I will give you DM inspiration for that actually, because I did not think that through. So as I kind of let Ronaine tell, I was expecting you to just kind of like dart and get the hell out of there.
Like,
Because you were in an unknown circumstance, like you didn't know if more guards would show up or anything like that. So
literally my
kinda went with
idea
the-
originally was being like, okay, I'm in a place I don't know. Even if I follow these directions, how will I get out? Let me knock a guard out and ask for directions and see what can happen. And he didn't speak the language, so I sacrificed him.
right, yeah, I was shocked by that, but good shocked. I applaud you.
I was happy when it took you a second. You were like, I did not think this would happen.
Yeah. Because I think I looked at it in a romantic way, if that makes sense, where it was like, okay, clearly it wants something, and summoning body parts, it's offering me something based on like a personal gift. I didn't even think that you would go outside, even attempt to kill the guards. But that was me thinking like using escape room brain, which is like, okay, they cannot destroy the props. They're not gonna like try to unscrew the ventilation. They're not gonna think they have to break the king open on the chessboard because there's a key in it. But lo and behold, mistakes happen. But that's one of the fun things because it shows exactly what was homebrew and what was not. What the hell is this?
Dude, I was so afraid I was gonna die in there.
That was also an option.
Dude,
Oh, I just realized Lou saying, "Wow, I didn't even realize I had a brother in arms" is a huge slap in the face.
Oh, yes, very much so.
actually.
Yeah.
Even Lou should have figured that one out.
Yeah. Not knowing who he was, that he was your brother in arms, questioning it, questioning who the hell
Yeah.
like one of the biggest people in your life were.
Yeah. Like, who's Scotha?
Yeah.
Gosh. You know, just.
Lou's making all of the mistakes today, aren't they?
Yeah. He's choosing all the wrong dialogue options.
Can I reiterate how much I hate how many like nat 20s I was rolling outside of combat, and then how many nat 1s I was rolling in combat?
And then I was on the opposite end because they were sucking it with, well, except for that one. He passed that one wisdom save, and I thought that was hilarious. But the one being really shit at hitting you, but rolling really good wisdom saves, and then the other one being very bad at checks, but really good at crit hitting you.
Dude. Ugh.
And that's low key why I don't think I should be using the D&D rolling, but you know, it happens. I mean, digital rolling is still like randomly generated, totally.
Dude, I've been having an issue with Master Duel recently where it's like I'll just draw a hand and it's literally like, okay, I literally have 3 of the 3 cards in this deck. And then I got all of the ones that I have at 1. My hand is
Yeah.
statistically impossible. I feel like I could play poker and get a
Yeah.
royal flush with better odds than I should be able to get this.
Oh, very much so, yeah. That was very much the circumstance on my end where I was like, ooh, critical damage. That's Meatball. I love him, even though he gets aggressive. Unlike this pun
Yeah.
that takes forever to poop.
I didn't realize we were going to be getting a musical during the session.
Yeah. Our D&D campaign, the musical. Why am I in a box?
Why do I hang
Lou's
out with
gonna be-
Lou?
Yeah.
Lou gets an entire solo about how he doesn't know anything or
Yeah.
anyone.
It's by far the most boring 5-minute performance.
No, it's gonna be a beautiful. It's going to be
Friends, who are
what's
those?
the part of Les Mis? No,
Yeah.
it's part of Les Mis. It's like, who am I? It's just that repeated.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Maladin's opening is just gonna be all around me are familiar
Yeah, I
faces.
know. I think Layla's is like 5 minutes of clown music.
Wow.
You know the circus music I'm talking about.
Oh yeah. I quote it mentally all the time. Sorry, but I bonked you on the nose. I'm sorry.
Ouch.
He's okay with it.
So what mission are you farming, by the way, for Neo?
I'm just doing the submissions because they give like Omnio locks and stuff.
Ah, makes sense.
So I'm just, which I suck at it. I got, I think 2 of them done, but one of them I had already started last time I played until I got bored with it.
Mm. There's one that's kind of it's a yokai rush, not really a boss rush.
Cool.
I think it's on the last.
I was doing the ones that like introduce characters that I assume are gonna be more important later on.
Oh, dude, we have so many spirits
Like
now.
the ninjutsu dude. Yeah.
Yeah.
And so I did that mission, which it's basically like having a slower Marcus on the team because like the processor was like, do I throw a bomb? Maybe.
Mm-hmm.
So I would like get him down to like 2 health, and then I would see one of the most expensive ninjutsus pass by my face and make him explode for like 1,000 damage.
What's exploding?
We're talking
Blue
about
in just
Neo
a
until your
minute.
return.
Our
All right.
brains playing that game.
So where did we leave off?
Ronan, believe me, I don't
you-
remember you.
Yeah.
I think he said like Scatha.
Yeah, while looking at Layla for validation.
I'm
No one has ever looked to Layla for validation before until
Yeah.
now.
I'm just gonna like slowly nod at him, and he can interpret that how he wants to.
Okay.
Listen, Ronan, to tell you how dire this situation is, I don't know my last name.
You didn't know your last name before.
Well, He might have.
Okay. So let's just say benefit of the doubt. Don't remember a single thing. Do you know why you went on an expedition alone?
I don't know what
Disregarded.
happened to me.
Hmm.
Disregarded what?
Everyone you know and love or cared about. Kind of walk into the sunset.
I'm sure I didn't mean to. I mean, when did you last see me? How
I
long?
will have to ask Carbo. How long has it been? Has it been a couple years?
No. I think it's been a couple months.
Yeah, I was about to say at least a few months.
Yeah. I think it's let's say like 3 months by now.
Okay.
Maybe 4.
He will rub his the bridge of his nose, and he will say, 3 months, 4 days, approximately 18 hours if I was able to keep track of time underground in a box with a dead person.
Wow, that is surprisingly precise.
It's a bit blurry.
Well, when you're in a
Um,
box with a dead person, you don't have much else to do.
I mean, that's true as well. Thank you, voice from
Another land. Pugnet's like, Maladin's not happy.
Yeah. He had a secret fourth spell that he was saving just in case he got a customer, and now his personal interest takes hold. No.
Maladin got sent to oblivion. Pugnet's like, Maladin?
Maladin, are you dead?
But seriously, Renan, first of all, I'm sorry about wherever I went, whatever I've been doing. Gods know I don't know. I've just been trying to gather my wits about what is going on. Like, genuinely, my mind is in shatters. I only remembered you because someone died and it shocked me so much. I was able to remember at least one friendly face. Before that, it was nothing.
Roll one more persuasion with advantage.
Gosh, watch me just wait.
Double ones. Let's go.
Okay, 13 and a 6, so 13.
Okay.
But Lou has those big puppy dog eyes,
Uh.
and it genuinely doesn't look like he's trying to trick or deceive or anything. He's so sad.
He will kind of look at the dirt underneath him, and then kind of just collapse into a crisscross applesauce. Forget what it's actually. I think it's just crisscross. Cross-legged, and he will sit there with his kind of like his full face within his palms. And he will sit there quietly for a good bit of time. I guess just registering from what you can tell.
Lou's like has his hand out. He doesn't really know what to do. Just
Right.
kind of wants to put his hand on his shoulder. Doesn't.
Gotcha. Let's see. When was the last? Holy crap, Cat! You are
Meatball.
meatball. Okay, I will ask you to DM me your last name again because I.
Oh gosh, no! You're expecting me to remember that? You said you had an idea.
Yes.
You said you had an idea for it. Hold on.
What if I said I know?
God.
Hold on. You want his?
It's his last name or his whatever.
I
Yeah,
want
okay.
his social
Yeah,
security number.
yeah.
Yeah, his social security number. I will need that.
And actually, I can't.
I need.
I can go ahead and say it if it's gonna be kind of hard to pronounce.
I was about to say I need the. I'm gonna look up the phonetics of that. I'm guessing it's
Yeah.
like Talun.
It's like yeah, it's like yeah, about or like
Okay.
talon.
Talun. Okay.
Yeah.
That's the Kung Fu Panda
Uh,
villain.
No, no.
Yeah.
Never mind.
Um.
And that is his mother's maiden name, I believe.
Okay.
Well, maybe it's his mother's last name. I don't know if she has her maiden name or not.
Right. I'm assuming you do.
Let me double check on the pronunciation on that.
Sounds good. While you do that, I'm looking for something. What is it, Meatball? What is it, bub? No, don't touch the dongle. Where you threw the laser across the room?
I'm proud of him.
What did you say, Sarah? I'm sorry.
I said I'm proud of him.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I had emptied for a minute. Because I am currently looking. Did I pin it? Of course not. That would be too smart. Yeah, let's see. Okay,
All
I
right,
found it.
so
I found
yeah,
the thing while I'm working on it.
I think Talon is correct.
Okay. Why is it not pulling up what I thought it did? Ah, there we go. So he looks at you with the most genuine, deadpan eyes as if reading from a book. And he says, Lou Talun, born the 30th of Triasak, grew up in northern Weathermount and southern, depending on circumstance. Lived with your mother until you are fighting age and would have been drafted by the military or whatever the fuck you want to call those pious assholes. Um, Afterwards, you were personally taken to the desecrated acres to a war friend of your mother named Scotha. Along with a random bastard child dropped on her doorstep. You are trained in the ways of archery, eventually coming up with your own, hate the word, and I think you did too, guild of, wouldn't call it mercenaries, but it was good people hired for good causes, to help people who could not stand up for themselves, fight against political matters with physical force in some instances. Uh, there's a lot of boring details within that, along with some events. You remember Donovan, apparently. Which,
Briefly, vaguely.
good for
I remember
you.
Meatball. I mean, to be fair, I remembered you first.
Right.
Stood up for me. even though I didn't really deserve it.
I did. He was being an ass. Don't
He, you know,
train a dog to catch a shrapnel grenade and then
yeah. Still,
expect the best. Uh,
but it was a bad call on my part. I mean,
we didn't see that coming.
we'll unpack that later.
Yes.
Let's start simple. Besides all that information, I was a. I don't like that. No, I don't want to call it a guild.
Didn't think you would.
Hmm?
I said I didn't think you would.
Yeah. A group of people. Sorry, it's a lot. He was like
Mhm.
rubbing his head.
Happened over a good bit of time. I think there's approximately 10 years of details that I could personally convey.
Well, let's start with your last name.
Jesus, why are you doing this?
Sorry, you have to. Yeah, I'm sorry. It should be phonetic though. That one should be phonetic.
Yeah, let me just.
Valid dying in another continent right now.
Yeah. Lord Domp while everyone else is like getting the shit beat out of him. Okay, is it Demare?
Yeah.
Okay, then he says, dramatic pause, Demare.
All right.
We already have one of those.
No, not again.
It's a family name. Every time I talk to someone, I instinctually have to tell them how bony
Demare.
and unappetizing I am.
No. I'm really sorry you have to reintroduce yourself to me like this. I'm
Sarah, I hate
working
you.
on figuring out how to get me back, I guess.
Well, I guess so. I was not expecting to have to cover so much detail. But I guess I am taken care of, and it's been a bit of time if you want your friend back.
Right, yeah. How do we get him back?
Well, that is my doing. If you don't mind, I am gonna take a tiny walk, uh, kind of into that field over there. Tend to a wound of mine, and then
Layla can get that for you.
I can do that like right now.
this is it's a superficial, I guess.
Do you just want to go be emo and cry about it a little bit? Because that's
But
fine.
no, Layla, don't.
I
Do it
really
to him.
don't like you.
You get used to her. She's just young.
The right. Well, good
Wait.
talk.
Be very careful. Don't run into the dragon, please.
There's a fucking dragon?
Yes. I mentioned it in the letter.
Oh, right. I'm terribly sorry. I had a couple other things on my mind at the moment.
We can, if, I mean, do you need to go to a field? There's an inn nearby we can
Oh,
go to.
no,
You
I
can get
mean,
some.
I just need a place to, I guess, de-escalate and think for a minute.
All right. I'm sorry about the shock of all this. I knew you somehow. I didn't realize that we were so close.
It's okay, I guess. I guess that's a better explanation than fuck everybody I know. I'm gonna go die in a pit somewhere.
I was I the type of person to do that?
Not necessarily. Um, you were more of a people person.
I
And
would think so.
anytime it went further than that, I was kind of there to make it not.
Hmm?
I was, oh, just you really cannot take a punch, and you suck with
I,
anything requiring you to swing your
I
arm.
I noticed that. This wouldn't happen to be yours, would it? Cause, and I'm gonna pull out like is it freaking halberd? I am the shit with this thing.
I think you just kind of stole that from the barracks.
Oh, well, I guess I can throw it out now that I know, unless you want it.
I'm good. I prefer my sword. And he taps his right hand side, and you see a hilt with a sword on it. And then he goes to instinctively like kind of pat his back. But then he kind of does that gesture where halfway through you remember uh, something might be missing. And then he kind of like throws his hand behind him and then dusts it forward and says, and typically a shield.
Oh, we can get you another one of those.
It,
What
it's
happened to
it's
yours?
it is in the box. So
Oh,
I will. I considered it best there. Um,
right. All right. Well,
yeah.
you go off for a minute. I'll stay here.
Okay, sounds good. And as this conversation has gone a little bit longer than he was intending to, you do see that the wrappings on his left arm are kind of getting darker as they are soaking up fluid.
Oh, you are bleeding a lot.
Yes, yep.
Layla, are you
I,
sure
I,
you?
I'm okay. I'm okay.
Uh,
I'm
it really
good.
doesn't look okay.
It's fine. Um,
Just let me take a look at it.
no, it's fine. It's fine. I'll
I've
be
got.
back. Everything will be okay. Just, I will go
Don't be
over
stubborn
here.
for nothing.
It's really not that big of a deal.
Can I roll
I'm
insight?
now. I'm gonna.
Yes, you
Now
can.
I'm gonna go look towards Layla.
I got a 10.
It's a
I'd
wound.
also
It's
like to roll
it's
insight.
sure. Go ahead. But Layla, it's a wound. It is bleeding, so you assume it's a fairly large one.
15.
Lou, it's a lot of blood, and he's pretty defensive about it.
I'll let him be for now. But seriously, if you need anything, just call, okay? I mean, we've got a healer here.
Right.
I don't
Well,
have
I don't necessarily know about calling, but you seem to have that part uh,
You're gone
under
more than
wraps.
10 minutes. I'm going to assume you're dying, okay?
Well, my goal is to go over there and then summon your guy back
Well,
after a little me time, I guess, enjoying the breeze because where I go, it's quite muggy.
You're gonna go into a box bleeding like that?
wait, you're not going back there, are you?
Well, that's kind of part of the deal. Um,
No.
I well, listen, I was in the box, and your gangrenous human being was here.
Listen, I'm going to grab his good arm.
Uh-huh.
You can't go back there like this. You look like you're about to collapse.
I'm fine. I just needed some
No.
food. I have extra
I
wraps.
said no.
Hey, Ronan,
Yes.
how many times can you do that switching spell?
It's a bit taxing, but as much as required. I have
Already taxed
maybe.
yourself half to death. Look at the state of you.
I mean, yes, but I needed to eat food and figure out where the hell you are and what is going on.
And now you're here, and I've just made progress figuring out who the heck I am. You're my only lead. You get that, right?
Hey, Lou.
I get that.
And
How
you're
much confidence
important
do
to
you
me.
how much confidence do you have in this individual that I just randomly plucked out of here and put elsewhere?
I was about to go fight a dragon with him. A heck of a lot of confidence.
Okay, then I should be good. I've given him quite a bit of time. If he opened the door and figured his way out, I should be in a better position to make it
I don't
somewhere
even know
safe.
where you were, though.
Lou.
Yeah, Layla.
I need to be on another continent right now, and
No,
you
I
need
know,
your butt
Layla.
here.
I-
Doesn't that seem kind of convenient?
What do you mean, Layla?
Okay, I don't want to fight this dragon. I want to go find my dad.
What? We can't just drop you off there.
Why not?
This sounds like a rather personal conversation. I'll tell you what.
I
I'm
just
gonna
listened
go.
to this guy's memories. I think we're good.
I'm
Okay, I
holding
was
onto
just
his
going
arm
to.
tighter.
Oh Jesus! Just let me. Not Jesus. But oh, not Jesus.
Oh well, Jesus.
Oh Jesus.
Listen, you need bed rest. You, Layla, you just need to cool it. We don't even know where he came from besides a box.
Hey, where'd
with
you
a
come from, Renee?
skeleton.
Gelvindary?
I'm just gonna look at Lou.
Layla, you're rushing into things.
In worst case scenario, I can switch with your friend, get him back, and then talk about this later.
Wouldn't
What?
I do
be
feel
better-
a little bit bad leaving him wherever the hell I was.
He's fine.
I mean,
Okay.
why is this all so frustrating?
Wouldn't your friend here be better in a fight against a dragon?
Layla, I'm not going to ask him to fight a dragon in the state he's in.
Renee, do you want to fight a dragon with Lou?
No.
He keeps going down and I have to heal him up, and it's honestly just be better if someone else had an eye on him.
I mean, fair enough. I mean, if you have another healing opportunity, I can take some of the blows.
So you do want healing.
No, I mean, I can't necessarily do that. I can take a hell of a punch, but we typically had a guy for that.
We used to have one too.
Layla,
Thank
can
you, random voice.
Layla, can you just heal his arm? At the very least, let her take a look at your arm.
I think I'm ready. I mean, it's bleeding quite a bit. There's like a puddle here. Alden, would you mind making for me a strength check?
This is where
We'll
I'm
call
just-
that saving throw.
A saving throw or
Saving throw, yes.
that's a 21, good sir.
Okay. So you guys see a rather dark crimson puddle that has kind of coalesced from Ronane's dripping arm, the left-hand arm that he has been babying. And out from it, it is kind of in an interesting way. As soon as he kind of points to it and says, I'm bleeding quite a bit. I need to go tend to this wound." You see from this pool a very unique set of gauntlets stretch out. Maladin, you currently feel as if you are in a very, very deep ocean and suffocating. And you have a quick glimpse of light and attempt to make your way out. You have basically stuck your arm through a piece of broken ice on a frozen lake and are trying to get yourself out of it. And you guys see Maladin's rather frantic motion as his arm sticks out and begins to claw its way out.
I'm immediately gonna let go of Renee and go over there. Like, Maladin.
Maladin is not out quite yet. But you see Renane immediately as he points and sees a hand stick out of this go, "Oh shit," and then pull his sword.
Wait, that's
I
well. You said unique pair of bracers
Yes,
that we recognize.
yes, the bracers that you saw Maladin put on in the last area.
Yeah. Stop. That's Maladin. We need to help him up.
That's not. Okay, Maladin, you feel quite a few hands help you
Can I just
as you kind
say,
of.
when you said roll a strength check, I really thought you were going to be like, and Maladin comes out of a portal of the ground and Shoryukens Lou under the chin.
The sun.
But Maladin, you feel confined and constricted as you are pulled out of a very small hole from this black goo you just submerged yourself in. As you see a gentleman you do not know helping you with his right hand pull you up. And then as you kind of have that confused glance, you see Lou also helping pull you out of this puddle.
Layla's singing a little song in the background.
No, Layla's watching in horror.
Yes, this is a very terrifying scene for you.
Well, firstly, Maladin's going to let Lou get them out of there, and then they're
Okay.
going to get punched.
Ow!
Okay.
Out of
What
the
kind of punch is this?
Well, I
Is
was
it a damaging punch?
You know, I mean, now that you got it in my head, I was really hoping for that Shoryuken just out of
I mean, here's the
nowhere.
thing.
If you want it to
want-
be a Shoryuken,
you
you can
want
say
to do-
Ronan grips one arm, pulls you out of the puddle, and with your left one, you just haymaker.
Oh my god.
I can play it off
How injured is Paladin looking?
about 14 out of 44.
All right, I'm gonna hold my hand up for a high five, buddy.
Oh yeah, he is quite bloodied.
Lou's nursing his face
Their
that just got punched.
chin.
Okay,
High
yeah.
five?
Do I have to
High
roll to
five?
hit?
High five?
If you're intending to do any form of damage, yes.
Well,
So it depends on Maladin's intent here.
Maladin's not that happy about being sent off to the middle of nowhere.
Fair.
Everybody gets one accidental teleport. Only one.
Only one.
I think Lou is going to try to, put his hands on Maladin's shoulders and be like, "You're all right. How'd you get back here?"
Don't
He's
say
smiling, but,
anything to me.
All right. I'm glad you're okay.
Cool. I'm gonna point over to who I think is the dude that teleported me. I don't like you.
Oh boy.
I was going to bring you back.
He was about to. I was trying to convince him not to kill himself trying to bring you back.
Oh, well, good for you guys. I didn't know that.
I know, but how'd you do that, Maladin?
What the hell happened? You didn't try to punch the corpse, did you?
No, I fed a guard to it.
Oh my
Oh.
word.
Does that mean you lost your shield?
I guess. Did you happen to pick up a shield?
No, I didn't want to really interact with anything in that room. Period.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay, that's fair. Yep, I'm down a shield. It's only an heirloom.
Well, oh no. We'll get it back for you, okay?
That's fine. I mean, we're handing those off, right? And he points to the bow on Layla's back.
Wait. Hold on. I gave Layla the short bow, not the long bow. The long bow is Lou is carrying 2 long bows.
Okay.
I want to make that so clear. Lou does suspiciously have 2 long bows now. He looks a bit like a hoarder now. Yeah, we'll get you your shield back, okay? I promise. I mean,
gods, I hope not.
Maybe you could
tell.
teleport with the mummy.
I am
No.
not even in half the mind to attempt that.
well,
Frankly,
now we have everyone
that's-
here.
Thing can stay there. I appreciate its service, No.
Yeah, what was the deal with that thing?
Yes. What's the deal with that thing? Malarkey.
Pardon?
I don't like this guy. And I don't like you
Hold
right
on.
now either.
I
How are we?
okay, I get that I'm admittedly in some hot water right now.
Somehow,
Between all
Layla
three of
is
you.
fine.
Yeah.
Not on my
I
list
mean,
right now.
Gonna try
get-
again
I'm-
for a high five.
I get I'm kind of on
You're gonna
everyone's
get a high
list right
five.
now.
All right, you're level
You
one.
got a high five.
Maladin's getting healed instantly from the touch of cure wounds.
Okie dokie.
10 health, buddy.
That's a pretty good amount too. Nice.
Yay.
Now, Layla, I know you're also kind of mad at me right now.
I am mad at you.
But you're not mad at Ronaine, right? So now that
He said he
everyone's
doesn't like
here-
me, so I'm kind of mad at
no,
him.
he didn't mean it.
I'm gonna look at
Oh.
Ronaine to see if he meant it.
Oh,
I'm
so
gonna look at
you're
Ronaine
you're
to ask him
Renee.
to not mean it.
Make
Renee, not
an
Renee.
insight check, Layla.
Absolutely. Also, I might use my. I'm using my. No, you know what? I'm not using my inspiration. It's a nat one.
He has a deadpan face that's kind of difficult to register.
See, he hates me.
But anyone else can obviously tell that like he's kind of a sorry not sorry individual, and he definitely means what words he says.
I just, you know what? Can we at least get you to the inn now?
I guess so. Yes, this wound is not going to tend to itself, and I don't want other crazy batshit.
Take your time.
I got you, buddy.
How did you do that?
Huh? Are you talking to me?
No, the other person that came out of a blood puddle.
Oh. You should just fed it a guard, I guess. I wasn't gonna give it one of my limbs. Or organs.
Why would
I'm
it-
not
God,
feeding
were
that
you in prison?
thing.
No, I was in a tomb with a mummy that wanted a piece of me.
Why were there guards in a tomb?
Listen, I told you I was in a box.
Does this have to do with the government stuff?
Maybe.
Did I get arrested?
No.
You got you arrested.
Also, no. I kind of broke into a very, very unknown facility, made my way to the very bottom of it because I assumed you might be there because they do a lot of crazy shit in that place. Ended up running into people. They found me. I ran into the one room that I could hide in because it had a pretty sturdy looking door. It was a very sturdy door.
Can confirm it was a sturdy door.
Thank you very much. And then I kind of had to exist and figure a way out because I was weak.
Oh, what made you think I was in there?
I don't know where they had you. Frankly, it wasn't the
They
first
had-
direction I wanted to go.
I mean, wait.
Do I think you were
hold
gonna
on.
stay in a random room full of darkness, a corpse, and some
No,
goo?
no, hold on, Renan. You were accusing me of running off of my own accord
Mm-hmm.
when you don't even know that I did that.
Well, you didn't leave a note saying, "Hey, I'm going to get milk in Fandolin."
And you
I-
also don't know if you did that.
You're right, I don't. We've been over this. But I mean, I could have been. Someone could have put me here. It could have been that V person.
Okay,
Could've
well,
been the orc.
oh yes, V. Hmm.
Right, who, by the way, you're being very weird about. Can you not read, Ronaine?
You handed me a blank piece of paper.
It's not blank.
It
I'm
is
going
a
to
blank
look at
piece
the
of
scraps and I'm going to start reading it out.
paper. Okay. Well, you read and recite the message that is on that piece of paper. And then Ronaine looks at you and he says, "Yes. Was that in between the blank and the blank? Or the blank and the blank?"
I don't know why you can't see it, but we can.
I don't know why I can't either.
That's weird. Actually, wait, you're. All right, that's another thing we need to That's another thing we need to unpack later, I think. But
Where'd
first,
you
let's
get
get
this
you
note
patched
again?
up. I woke up with it.
When?
Yeah, we woke up with it.
What? I woke up somewhere in the woods. And it was just there.
If Malvin, if someone was trying to gauge your current reaction to this information, how would you describe it?
I'm half listening to this conversation. I'm more. You see Maladin just pondering for a drink at this moment. Do I want a whiskey?
We have the jug.
Come on, guys. I'll buy everyone's
I'm
food
going to
and
take
drinks.
the jug.
All right, yeah, he'll give you the jug.
And I'm going to down the
alright.
whole jug.
Oh,
Don't mind me skipping on the first round. I am going to go wrap this wound so another moron doesn't appear out of it.
Who are you calling a
what?
moron? I
What?
found a way out of the room. Who locked themselves
Oh,
into it?
Oh, no. Listen here. If you saw all the stuff
Oh,
waiting
jeez.
in certain directions, I'm pretty sure you would lock yourself in a room too. Thank you very much. You got incredibly lucky.
I'm gonna give Ronan my med kit to work
Okay.
with.
Sounds
If he
good.
wants, I don't know if that's gonna take a use out of it or how.
Does
we wanna do that.
Maladin see the wound and notice if it's black ichor or not?
You see the bloodstain you popped out of.
Yeah, well.
Only someone here knew healing magic.
Oh, also, I am gonna give my halberd to Pugna.
Dark undertone.
Like, here, I'm
gonna do with the helper?
salad. I don't know. Listen, Pugna,
And you, Pugnat! I got issue with you, too!
Pugna didn't do anything wrong.
What did I do?
He didn't
If
do
this
anything.
one ever asks you to send a message ever again, decline or make them pay
I
double. Have you even paid this man?
I did, yeah, of course I did.
He gave me a couple gold.
I can give you more. How much do you need? And here, half this he's just gonna give him the straight up just give him the granite or the halberd.
You kind of lay a halberd into his arms while you pull out your coin purse, and you're like, "How much?
Yeah.
How much money? How much? What do you need?"
What do you need, buddy?
Lou's about to break into tears.
I was trying to wait.
Just had a day.
Yeah.
Lou's just looking frantic, I think.
Lou's like,
As
my
he's
old
trying
party
to-
hates me, my current party hates me.
I hate me.
But yeah. I think this would be a good place to call it.
But can we say we go back to the inn?
Yes, very much so. It's
And
gonna
that
be-
Lou's
you guys
buying
have to
everyone's food.
Go to the
Yeah.
inn.
Lou buys everyone's food. You can tell me how much that is. I think he'll get a room for Ronan.
Okay.
So that's a room for Layla, a room for me, a room for Malish, and a room for Ronan. That's 4 rooms, and 4 food and
Yeah.
drinks. If you want to just tell me how much that's going to be.
10
Oh,
gold,
God,
and you tell me how many drinks
I-
that is.
I am going to state how much each of those cost and let you do the math for it.
Thank you. That's fine.
Let's see, where's the book? Oh, they added something so it shifted where the books are located. Oh God. Where's the dragon?
You're gonna help us fight the dragon, right,
there it is.
Renee? What dragon? That one.
Yeah, my name's Renee, and yours is Malarkey.
Yeah, I know. You don't learn my name, I don't learn yours.
Listen, I've heard it once.
And
It's-
you used it to teleport me into a tomb.
This is just getting into semantics.
Once
here.
again, Ronan and Maladin. Oh, Maladin, I know my last name now.
Good for you.
I don't know why I forgot it, but
What is the
Alright.
last name?
Each room is 5 silver. Meals are 1 silver. Layla costs 3.
I'm not working tonight. Too distressed.
Okay, Layla costs 6.
Okay. Okay, so it's 6 times 4.
Yes, which is 24.
Unless Renee wants double or double food, I don't know.
He is going to be very reserved with it.
Reserved with the food? Okay.
Yeah, with it. I mean, he just ate 2 full servings.
That's
of
fair.
Meals.
Lou is going to
He has quite a
incessantly
bit to
offer
think
him
about
more,
it.
though.
Fair enough. The whole time he's kind of looking into space.
I'm gonna fatten you up like a Thanksgiving turkey. I don't even know what Thanksgiving is, and I don't know
That'd
what a
be
turkey
weird.
is.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I'm gonna stuff you like a random, unmentioned
Listen,
holiday about
being weird
massacre
now.
and a unique fat
Oh
creature
yeah, the elves have like 10 of those.
that can
listen,
fly.
we're going to make him fat enough where he can't run off. He can still teleport, but he can't run off.
Gosh.
Yeah, I just have to pick a random person I know. Honestly, you were Hail Mary on it, but
And maybe you'll know their name next time.
Oh, okay. Malden, he'll memorize your name, right?
he looks at you and says, "Sure thing, Lee."
I know you know my name. Ugh. Oh, you know what? Whatever.
It looks like you forgot sarcasm.
Isn't that right, Luigi?
Yeah.
Luigi.
No, that's too close. And that's Lou, the name, so it's less.
I like the idea that he is actually saying this to Malin.
Yeah.
He's like, no, that's too
Still
close. You
prefer
gotta
Lou.
work on it. You gotta work on it.
Yeah.
Gotta be meaner to him.
No, he's definitely talking
God.
about it to himself,
Oh my
but
gosh.
it is not
Well-
at a tone where you can hear it personally.
Well, Ronaine, I'm trying my best here. I know I scorned you before, but I guess we kind of forced to start over now, aren't we?
Yeah. But so it would seem. So very productive.
So super productive session.
I
Yes.
can't believe I got out of there alive.
Oh my gosh. I
I
can't believe we got you back and we have Ronaine
What's this?
now.
We got
I-
you back. If Maladin got Maladin back.
Okay, Maladin got Maladin back through his own wits and intuition and strength and bravery and cunning, etc.
You're right.
etc.
Yeah, keep going. Keep
And
going. You
and
may
he's
be
Yeah.
working off the
handsome.
list.
And courage.
And I only wish for him to fall over almost dead so I could bring him back and use his luscious, dry, undead
What?
things.
No,
Huh?
stop being weird. Oh gosh.
But yes.
Now
that is
Lou has 2 boyfriends.
But that is where we
Oh,
are going
gosh.
to call this session.
Yay.
Any questions, comments, concerns?
Yeah, I'm concerned about Renaine's arm. How's it healing up?
Only time will tell. I will say that
Okay.
it probably wouldn't hurt to give him a healing spell if Layla wants
Okay.
to.
I don't heal without consent. That's
Okay.
rude.
Oh, but you do
His
try to
body, his
mesmerize
choice.
or whatever.
That was
Alright,
your
that's
fault.
fair, but this guy's stubborn, so it's okay.
Oh, you try to charm 2 people unwittingly, but you're not going to heal them.
It's okay, Maladin. I know I could never charm you.
You're right.
So what's the harm?
What's the harm in healing him?
I think he's gonna be pissed. He might hit me, and I think I would die.
I mean, why would he have any reservations against magic?
I don't
That
know,
tall guy
Lou. Why would he?
I don't know, Ronaine. Why
Are you
would you?
talking about?
You stay out of this.
Hey, no, don't be rude.
You sure you don't want healing?
Oh no, not applying magic to someone who didn't give consent. I wonder what that's like. I'm gonna look at both Layla and then Renee.
You don't leave me alone, I'm gonna charm person you again just so you'll leave me alone.
You failed the first time.
I won't fail twice.
Oh god.
I have inspiration now.
So do I, loser.
This is why I don't give it out. You guys spit it on the dumbest shit.
Yeah.
Had it for an
Ace.
hour.
Yeah.
But that sounds good. Next, we will figure out what to do. I'm gonna look into sidekick rules so we can get Ronaine working
Yeah.
without me having to necessarily make a character sheet or a DMPC.
I mean, if you want to treat it like pet rules, that's fine, honestly.
Oh,
That's
please don't
that's
kill him.
how I think that's typically how you do it, unless you want him to be involved. Which him being a
Yeah.
brother kind of sounds like he would be involved.
I get that he
but-
would be. I get that it makes
Yeah.
total sense. I
Lou-
can't
Lou,
justify him
okay.
not being in combat,
Lou,
but I really don't want that guy to get hurt.
Fair
listen.
enough.
Listen.
That's why I look into
We-
sidekick rules.
We
and get
do
back to it.
not need to know what you want to do with your boyfriend in your own time.
You just
But
need
in
to
our
stop
time-
that right now. You need to stop right now.
Yeah, they're married.
Stop.
Sorry.
So now
Stop
Lou
when you
has to
apologize.
deal with this all the time now.
Yeah, but then we'll decide if you guys are going on the remaining side quests or just killing the dragon and continuing on to figure out where your dad is, where you are coming from.
Who I am.
And now
Who
we have to
you
go
are.
retrieve a family heirloom shield.
Yes, it's very important to him.
Great.
But yeah.
You see,
Uh,
someone important to him gave it to him a long time ago, or something like that.
But yeah, I'm gonna call it there and go ahead and get packed up for my trip.
Yeah.
Uh,
Have fun.
Good
Thank
session,
you.
thank you.
Good
Great
session, and I
session.
wish you guys good night. Chase,
night.
have fun playing Valorant, loser. No, I'm kidding. No, I'm
I'm
gonna
gonna-
miss not being there. I'm gonna be sad. But anyway,
No,
Y'all
you
have a good
won't in
night.
the long run. Good night.
See ya.